Hi everybody. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video than most of my videos. Of course, usually I'm posting music. I've been doing the vlogging thing recently, but for the past month or so I've been working on a Kickstarter, and I did post a video where there are two of me and they're fighting about whose project is better, which was the launch of this Kickstarter, but I wanted to come on and tell you a little bit more of it more candidly, just kind of straight to the camera. So I am freaking out because there are 2 days left of this Kickstarter. It's been a month and a week, so it's been like 35 days. It's been 35 days straight. Hold on, better. So it's been 35 days straight. I've been contacting everyone I know. I've been raising money, working with different organizations, working with my collaborators for the project, making sure that we're all on the same page. I've been sharing it everywhere. I've been making constant content and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't just come on and talked about the project, which I think is really important because it's not about the shiny pictures and it's not about, you know, all of the extra flashy stuff that comes with it. It's really about the music, and it's really about the people making the music. So I wanted to just share about that. So, as most of you know, my name is Rachel. I am a musician, I'm a songwriter, I'm an artist, I do all kinds of things, and I love concept albums. And this Kickstarter is for 2 concept albums, not 1 but 2, and they both have 8 tracks. They're both really exciting for me thematically, musically, and I just want to tell you about each of them individually. So, there's Moon Songs and there's Nuclear Family, and I don't have a preference. I seriously don't. People have been asking me, which one do you secretly want to win this process? Because the backers decide which one is released first. So I actually have no preference, and that's kind of why I did this. It's sort of an experiment to see what people want to hear. And it's been really cool because both of the projects have come out ahead during different parts of this process. Nuclear Family was winning for a little while, and then Moon Songs has taken over. It's been awesome. I mean, people like both of them, which is cool. Some people have a preference, one or the other, which is also cool. It makes me feel excited about the unique aspects of both of the music and also how they reflect my musicality and my artistry at the same time. So neither of them is preferred, but I'm just going to start telling you about Moon Songs is first in the alphabet, so I'm just going to tell you about that. So Moon Songs is 8 tracks, they both are. It's using a lot of imagery from the cosmos, from the moon cycle, which I'm sure you could guess, and it's all about recovering from trauma. So, trigger warning, it's all about recovering from trauma. For me personally, I've experienced certain kinds of trauma. Specifically, this is about recovering after being assaulted. So it's a tough topic, and it's one that I avoided writing about for a long time because it's hard to talk about it. It's hard to know what to say. I don't ever want to wallow in things that have happened to me, but I do want to address them. I don't think it's healthy to push them under or to only focus on them. So this project has been really healing for me. It's been a challenge to write, and it's been a joy to write. And it's really all about the recovery process. I have worked really hard to make it all about the strength that I've found in myself throughout this process, rather than what happened. So I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of how it's taken a bad situation and made it into something beautiful in my life. So the music itself is a mix of kind of electronic, pop, kind of like alternative. Some of it sounds darker, and a lot of that is because of the amazing producers that I'm working with. So I recruited several of my friends who are awesome producers, and I asked them each to help produce, to co-produce 1 song each. So it's kind of an eclectic mix of their styles mixed with mine, but throughout it all, this is really important to me. Throughout it all, I've had top say, and I've been the producer of the whole project, and I've been collaborating with producers to make it into something that I couldn't make myself. So it's been both collaborative, and it's also been exactly what I want it to be, which is important. You know, some of us have had challenging experiences with producers. I've had good experiences and I've had not so good experiences, and it was really important to me that I take this mostly in my own hands and then also still keep it open to working with other people. Specifically, the 4 people that I've been working with the past couple of months are John Small, also known as Son Jamal, who's working on Aphrodisiac, Alexis Kesselman, who's known as Ida Rose, who's been working on Sparkle, Alex Arnott, who also has a band called Jake is Lloyd, and who's been working on Eclipse. And then I have Nyla Smith, who has been added to it very recently to a song that I hold very, very close to me called Ghost, that I didn't trust anyone to work on, but I trust her, and she's been doing an awesome job with that. I'm really excited for it to talk about something that's been a big player in my life, which is this recovery and self-discovery after a difficult time. And I think that that's something that all of us can relate to, even if, you know, hopefully you haven't experienced the same trauma. It's just about picking yourself up and dusting yourself off and working through it, you know, to continue to be your best self and to not let anything keep you down. So that's Moon Songs. I'm excited about the visuals. I don't have too many details yet about music videos, but I did start working on some of them. I actually had some shoots when I was traveling right before COVID hit, so those unfortunately did not happen. I was going to record a music video in Sweden, which was going to be so cool, and also a little video in Denmark when I was going to visit some friends, which also couldn't happen, so that was really sad, but I'm still excited about some ideas that are swirling around as far as visuals for it. So keep an eye out for that. Then there is Nuclear Family, and again, it's just going second because of the alphabet, no other reason. Nuclear Family is also 8 tracks. It has elements of the orchestra. I've done a lot of orchestration on it, which I'm really proud of, and then also these singer-songwriter songs that kind of go in between. So how I've tried to describe it, I have a lot of inner workings and inner little connections in this project that are kind of hard to get into in one setting. But as a whole, I kind of have 2 sets of music that interlace and become one in this project. And one of them is the orchestral parts, so that's the interludes, and then the other one is the main songs, as I've kind of been just distinguishing them, but they're all integral to the project. The interludes, I'd say, are more metaphorical, and the main songs are more realistic. So the main 4 songs are Home, Divine, Blood of Mine, and Thicker Than Water, and they all tell, well, Home is sort of like the overture to the whole project, but the other 3 songs talk about my relationship individually with each of my immediate family members, and it sort of reflects the good and bad of those experiences, from difficulties that we've had in the past to where we are now, having worked through a lot of that. So similar themes to Moon Songs in that, where it is overcoming difficult experiences and working through them to create something beautiful. On the other side, the interludes are maybe my favorite part of the project. I think just because I'm a nerd and the orchestration was really exciting. I did the orchestration for these as part of an orchestration class during the last year of my master's, and then I actually finished the whole project for my master's thesis. So it really is my thesis, is this whole project. Unfortunately, again, because of COVID, I could not record the project, which is going to be part of it, and again, also led to the creation of this Kickstarter. So for Nuclear Family, I've got these interludes, which are more of a metaphorical representation of my family life, which I delve into specifics in the main songs. And they contrast each other in style, but then they work together musically. Each song musically flows into the next one, and they all actually make a cycle as well. In Moon Songs, I paid attention to the tonality of each piece, and it also works in a full cycle. So if you listened to it on repeat all the way through both of these projects, it should work. It does work. I don't know why I said should. It does work because I've worked it out. It works out musically so that each song makes sense going into the next. So, back to Nuclear Family specifically. As I said, it's about a family situation that is challenging and then working that into something awesome, into something beautiful, which is the story of my own family. We've had some difficult times, like most families do. We've worked through them to be in a much better place, in a place that, frankly, I didn't know if we would be. It sort of follows the path with the metaphorical, with the interludes. It follows the story of a family that's standing in front of their house, which is perfect on the outside, and then a storm comes through and it destroys the house. Each of the family members are represented by a different element in the storm. The storm destroys the house, and then in the third interlude, the girl is left all alone. She can't find the rest of the family, the house is completely gone, and then at the end, the house is rebuilt again by nature, by trees and birds and beautiful natural things. And then the family is all together again and living in a much more beautiful, much more whole home, really. So that's kind of the idea for Nuclear Family. There are a lot of elements, literally elements as in, the main four: water, earth, air, fire. I've also been watching a lot of Avatar lately, so that's been a lot of fun. My family members have all heard the songs about them. They approve. There have been tears shed. I'm really excited about this music, and it's been healing for me, and I think in a way it's been healing for my family as well, because we've talked about some of the things that have happened and some of the challenges that we faced. So I'm so excited about that project. I'm so excited about both of them. I hope this tells you a little bit more about what's in the music. As far as the Kickstarter goes, again, 2 days left, which is crazy. Just a little bit of money left. Enough to make me nervous, but not so much that I think it's not going to happen. I think it's going to happen. So if this interests you, there are a ton of rewards. You can join for as little as $8, which just gets you the digital copy of whichever release you prefer, or you can go neutral ground with that for $16, which gives you both digital releases if you choose, or if you don't want to. And then beyond that, there are other elite levels where I'm going to be sending physical merch as well as digital. So I'm going to be sending physical CDs, which is really exciting, and then I'm also going to be doing a bunch of other things, a bunch of other art, a recipe for a pie, which I just made today, a bunch of fun stuff. So I'm going to be sending that all to all my backers. I'm really excited. I hope that you will join me, and I will see you soon. Thank you!